Good morning, YouTube. Had to make some early morning decisions, which has caused me to be late. I should have been at the yard. Freaking unbelievable. I should have been at the yard about an hour ago. But let me just double check something. My OCD's kicking in. So, yeah, but I should have been at the yard about an hour ago. But I had to pull out my trailer. The connection done went bad. I gotta start wrapping up my trailer connection, electrical connection in some plastic. And the reason that I'm doing this and no video is because it's dark out and I don't have a mount and all that stuff in my car. But yeah, it's been a hot mess this morning. Um, these folks will not let me get over, but that's all right. I'm about to run y'all over in a minute. um, did a few things yesterday, and I'm going to post this video. I did a how-to. I did a how-to video yesterday. I bought a Vevor trailer dolly, so I could move a trailer. It actually works. It works. I just have to lean into it. A Vevor trailer dolly, and I put the thing on totally backwards. The instructions were dark. They were dark. It was and it said attach a B to subset C multiplied by D. Yeah, and I'm like, I started getting frustrated. And I'm like looking at the picture, and I started doing it, and I mean, literally, I mean, honest, already. Hey, hey, y'all, give me a one if you hear me, cause I'm just driving and trying to figure stuff out. Um, I literally put this thing on backwards, and I'm like, this don't look right. And I went to YouTube, and the guy, he was so technical. Where you have to make sure that and you got to have this size. I had the wrong size nut, nut driver. I was a hot mess, but I'm gonna post it anyway, and I'm, I'm gonna do a talk over because guys, we don't follow. Men don't follow instructions. We just break it open, put it together, and then 4 or 5 bolts. We got 4 or 5 extra nuts and bolts and whatnot. And that's literally what I did. And I'm like, I said to myself, typical man. And I went on YouTube and I'm slowing it down, watching it, and then I got it right. uh, good morning, good morning. And I got it right? Like, because I got the extra large one, the heavier one. It's got bigger wheels because I had to, I had to trench, so I gotta get the. I don't want small wheels because it'll get caught in the trench. And it was a hot freaking mess. And I mean, I'm all for it, but boy, I talk about being frustrated. And then I get up, I'm save some gas if because I'm helping. I'm cutting. My neighbor's closing on 2 houses today, and he asked me, would I mind going there cutting the lawn? So I got a little side hustle today, but um, I'm trying to help Charles out, and I got some a little bit of free time. So what I'm gonna do this morning, I'm going over to his house. I'm gonna cut his lawn so I can keep it up. But and I'm going back to the yard. He don't live that far from the yard, so I had to make the decision: do I do it now or do I wait till late? And I'm like, let me do it now. So I sat there and fought with this trailer, hitch and putting the lawnmower on there, tying it down, and finding the right straps and all that. I should have been sitting in the truck talking about nothing, hey, to you guys, and it was a hot freaking mess. And like I said, I'm all for it. I was sitting here laughing and whatnot. Oh boy, I'm trying, and now everybody done woke up. Everybody's awake now. You know what I'm saying? Whew. But either way, so how y'all doing this morning? I can't even look at the thing because I don't have a mount, so I'm just gonna sit here and talk and flap my gums and whatnot. I did the first cut on some new distressed sod. My whole lawn is distressed, but I bought some new stuff last week, and it's been sitting on the lawn for about a week. And I watered it. Then I had the wife turn it off because we had one good rain, but then I came home, turned it back on, and then it started raining today right before I left, so I turned it off again. We got to conserve when I can. I wish I had one of those remotes that would not work when it rains, but I got, it's not the cheapest, but it works. It does what it do. Um, but I got my Ryobi electric mower out, my Ryobi battery powered mower out. I'm gonna have to get a new trailer connection. I think it's going bad. I think both of them are bad. I don't know. We'll see. It's always something. It's always something with this vehicle. Jesus. No, not with this vehicle. It's just always something. You know. Um. Let me see something. Well, it's working, but I remember that one wasn't working before. Oh well. What? So how are you guys' weekend? The reason why I'm doing all this, I don't have enough miles this week. I should. It's getting bad out here, guys. It really is. It's getting bad. But I'm trying to keep a positive attitude. I have a feeling. I'm hoping that I've got two sets of mesh in my body, on one of my stomach, one of my groin area. I'm so used to pain that I have been going with this pain for so long. My groin has been inflamed for so long. Now I've been doing cinnamon and mega doses of vitamin C to and I've got it actually under good because I just really noticed it. So man, I'm always in pain. Let me do this, and I googled it. It says because I've had two operations down there, it might be I might have no. Please, I hope it's nerve damage. But I'm so used to it. But now that I'm doing the vitamin C and the cinnamon, it is. I mean, I'm noticing the difference. Also, I just realized I got dry eye. I didn't even. I think that mess is hereditary because my father had it, and I just got back. I did, the went to the doctor, and he told me I got dry, and I could feel it right now. So I bought some eye drops to make sure. I got to start putting them in my eye. I'm gonna do it this morning when I get to the truck. Um, so I'm starting to recognize stuff that I'm so used to living through. You're so used to living through, you don't realize that there's a problem. And didn't that lead into a conversation? You've been battling dysfunction for so long that it's normal to you. It's normal. A lot of African Americans. I can't say for anybody else because I'm African American. We've been battling with dysfunction for so long. We're not used to calm tranquility. Everything has to be, especially young age, turn up. You gotta turn up and all this other stuff. You're used to the battle. You're used to the fight. You're used to all of that. When a lot of times in life, that's not the case. And that's another thing what's probably going on these cruise ships. You're used to fighting tooth and nail, and even some of them, your relationship screwed up, but you go on a cruise with this person, and y'all always fighting. I remember I seen one. This this dude was this dude was buffed. I mean, I watched the video. He was buffed. I mean, he could crush you with one hand, and his girlfriend was slapping on the cruise ship. The Filipino security guy was trying to get her back. She was slapping the crap out of this dude. She said, my cousin's gonna whip my family gonna whip your behind, blah blah blah. She was just pissed, slapping him and hitting him and everything. And he didn't hit her back. And there was a guy videotaping it. And he said, man, and the guy that was videotaping said, bro, I commend you. She deserved it, but you ain't, you did not raise your hand to her. And he looked straight in the camera and said, man, it's my birthday, bro. It's my birthday. And he just walked away with his head down, and we don't realize how much PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, all of this stuff that we have gone through. I, everybody is going through. People, and then you you get on YouTube and try to, hey, let me tell you about my life and blah 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 blah, and 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 then you get these trolls and you're like, I just wanted to tell you about my life. I was listening to them one time with Cruises is Fun Anytime. They said, we got one person just looking for trolls. I'm like, that's a daggone shame. Let me check my lights. Jesus, man. Let me check my lights. That's another thing I gotta freaking buy for this. Well, I ain't going there because the freaking cop done pulled somebody over. So I ain't trying to get on his good. Get it right in front of him, checking my lights, and they not be working. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound right. And I'm talking about my trailer lights, guys. I'm talking about my trailer lights. But we so used to being in the battle that when the battle ain't there, we are more afraid than anything else. Isn't that crazy? You're so used to being in the battle, in the struggle, and then when you're not in the struggle. You're afraid because you're like, well, when is it going to happen? You know what I mean? I I I just dropped ashore where it was my second cruise. It was actually my that short. If you look at it, that's actually my honeymoon, and we drove through the night, and I'm still amazed to this day the difference of being in a loving relationship compared to a relationship full of drama, a relationship full of disrespect, a relationship full of contentment and anger and jealousy and all of these other things that is just totally unnecessary to live your life the way you want to live it, not the way anybody else want to live it, but the way you want to live it. It's a crying shame. Let me see something here. Let's see if I can. Let me see if the lights are on. Okay, okay, they're on. It just looks dark from my. They're on. My lights. I stopped and jumped out the car for a quick second. They're on. It just looks like it because I think I got a tint on my side mirrors. I know it's the weirdest thing, but um, I I've learned something that I've loyalty and friendship and stuff like that. When you do right, things gonna happen. Even if it takes 20 freaking years, if you try to do the best you can and do right, things are gonna happen. I you hear people say, "Wait," I say, "Wait on the Lord." Just wait. I waited and waited. I'm so happy that it finally came to fruition. Life ain't perfect, but I'm learning to deal with certain things. I'm learning to understand certain things. I'm learning to make an effort not to run away. Because I'm so emotionally um uh my emotions are so far out of whack, it's ridiculous. But I've learned how to work and recognize when there's a problem, work and recognize when I'm overwhelmed, work and recognize when things might not go my way. So instead of just being totally decimated, I work towards being a better person, a better life, a better everything in that process. You know what I mean? But it is. Hey, I don't know if y'all remember, because I think Crooked. She's probably on her way to uh, work with the chickens. But remember, everybody was in an uproar about these chicken coops, the commercial chicken coops that they breed these chickens in the dark. And the reason they keep them in the dark is so they be docile. They pump them with all of this growth hormones and all this other stuff. And these poor chickens grow so quickly that they can barely stand up. And if they stand up, I mean, their bones are brittle, the whole 9 yards. And it turns out like there's I think it's like 3 or 4 major um, chicken companies that do this. And oh no, we our chickens they're bred to roam the fields and everything else, and there's no antibiotics in them and blah blah blah. I'm gonna stop next time I go into Florida, because there's a big one A big chicken coop down there. You can see it on the left hand side on 75 South, getting into Florida. This guy, I'm gonna go and film that. They back, they never change. The windows are covered up. They're in the dark, and these chickens once again are being bred in the dark. Then you wonder why, what the heck, you know, is going on? Why we all so sick? It's because all this freaking poison and crap that they put in us and so forth and so on. Because that's exactly what it is. It's freaking poison. And uh, and the vegetables that are commercially grown. I remember one time because I used to install satellite dishes. We would go all over Florida and stuff like that after hurricanes. And I went down there, and this is one guy he was living on a tomato farm. He was actually the custodian, the guy, this like nighttime security, but he lived in a trailer. And he says sometimes they call me and tell me I have to leave because the poison is so strong it could kill me. It's so freaking strong it could kill me. Oh, someone else came in. Good morning. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. And it says it's so strong it could kill me. I've never forgotten that. And Mike, is there anything that you could get that would take some of this stuff? We all think, well, we just get the vegetables and let it sit in water. Well, water don't remove pesticides. Water don't remove the urine from the hogs and the pigs and everything else that's in the field eating food and all that. They don't remove none of that. Um, and then we wonder why we all so sick. Oh Jesus, boy, everybody breaking down today. This poor guy's in the middle of the road. Y'all need to. He need to call 511. This accidents all over the freaking place. Let me get over one more time before I get smashed. Lord have mercy. This is crazy. But I wish I could show y'all, but it can't do it. But how was you guys' weekend? It's so funny. I've got so many, topics on my channel, but I I'm loving the fact that my lawn is starting to come in. I think after this stretch of this distress sod, I'm gonna order some plugs off of Amazon, and I'm gonna put them around in certain areas and let them work their way into the situation. And I'm gonna put quite just a little bit at a time, and from a different source. I get everything from Superside. I need something from a different source so that it will come in and do what it need to do. You know what I mean? um, I'm practicing and I'm getting myself ready to keep doing this side hustle. I'm practicing because I would like to, because this is how lot of times people get into a business, they start a side hustle and then it starts to grow. I'm hoping that's what will happen with me. I want this to grow into something because it's not that I'm tired. Oh, jeez, I'm getting close to him. Let me get at it. Sorry, dude. Um, it's again, it's not that I don't like or love trucking, but I want to start being home a little bit more. Uh, Actually, I'd like to be home every night, every day, but it is what it is until my life can change for different for the better. Um, I'm doing what I'm doing because I enjoy it. I'm doing what I'm doing because you know this is what pays the bills. Um, this is what gets me what I want and need and desire. You ever say what you desire? I desire a new lawnmower. But hey, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Uh, I swear, that light look like it's just not doing what it's supposed to do. But we'll see. Oh man, we shall see, brother. Oh man, I I kind of sort of wish that I would have left earlier, but fight through traffic. I got we ain't got no choice. We ain't got no choice in the matter. But I'm still ahead of the game, and I called myself getting up at 4 o'clock. Still didn't leave till 6. Um, Hot freaking mess, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Sorry, but yeah, I wanted to come on and flap off with you guys for a minute, um, so that because oh, my lawnmower, my long form lawn videos are starting to kick in. I just gotta find the right thumbnail and the right words. You know what I mean? The right words to get folks to watch it. You know, because boy, with just trying to get them hours. This last 6 months has been horrific. It's been bad. But hey, it is what it is. You got to figure out, for yourself. Don't be jealous of anybody else. Don't be jealous of anybody else's success. Actually, cheer them on. Keep growing. Keep doing what you do, because someone is going to recognize it. Someone, your niche is going to follow you. YouTube is going to kick in and finally get you to the right people. I got people that watch me over in the UK. My goofy behind, I got people in the United Kingdom and in Canada, for Pete's sake. That's freaking awesome, man. That's freaking awesome. The United Kingdom and Canada, man. What do you say? you know, what do you say? Well, welcome to the channel. welcome to my channel. Well, guys, we're down to 3 weeks to my cruise. Um, out at Tampa. The wife is down in Tampa right now working, and she drove by the Tampa cruise port. She could see it from where she goes, and she said that she's seen a Carnival ship in port. Um, she's from Tampa originally, so but she's a homebody, and she just want to be home. And I understand. A lot of you don't understand. A lot of men they get um, um, they're afraid when the wife makes the wife or the partner makes more, and a lot of times you see on these relationship videos and all this stuff that because I make more, I got to tell you what to do. It has nothing to do with. I'm not even going to talk about biblical. Look, why can't we just work together? And I know my wife makes more than me, and a lot of times I'm ashamed she makes more than me. But there's nothing I can do. I'm not gonna get mad at her. It ain't her fault. I just try to do the best I can and contribute as best I can to the family and do all of this stuff. That's why I work so hard to make the outside and the inside of the home look good for her. I cheer her on. She gets frustrated at work and she's tired, and everybody's at that strong black woman stuff. Hey, after a while, that strength kind of gets weary, and and they need someone to lean on. So I've just become her biggest cheerleader. Come on, baby, you guys, keep on going. Don't worry about so and so. Tell them to blah blah blah. And that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And she'll cheer me on. Come on, you guys, be careful. Blah blah blah. Yes, dear. So forth and so on. And um, it's so funny because she'll find like $2 in my pocket when she wash my clothes. She's like, "Ooh, look what I found!" And she just loves it. And she just loves it. She is such a giving person that I don't know how I found such a wonderful person. And there's a few times I leave money in I didn't just leave money in there. Oh look, I'm rich. I used to get upset 'cause I'm like, man, get my money. But then I started realizing that that's something that she enjoys. When you start finding out your partner's love language, like Norma she loves it when I walk with her. I'd be frustrated as a mother, but my feet swell up from flat feet, back hurt. Man, she just love it that I'm walking with her. So she like, you alright? And I'm saying to myself, no, I ain't no effing right. But yeah, I'm okay. Okay, I just nod and focus on it. But it's so funny. I was doing yard work, the other day, and turns out last time I was home, I walked dang near 7 miles. No, I think like 6 or 7 miles. Um, just going in and out of the house, doing, cleaning up, picking up the tree branches and doing so forth and so on. Oh, I cut the Bermuda. I'm telling you, by this time, I'm thinking this time next year, I'm gonna put some more topsoil. I got a little bit left, and fill in the the some of the areas up there where the Bermuda grass is. I can't wait till this stuff fills. It just someone had sent a message on one of my someone had sent a message on YouTube. You still you still messing with your lawn? Yeah, because I got stuff dying and stuff growing, and I'm not like in Georgia they got the the Zoysia. It's a Facebook group. Man, these guys got awesome lawns, but these guys they they spend $8,000-9,000 to get this lawn installed. They spend $4,000 or $5,000 to get you know a sprinkler system installed. They have professionals come out there and do it, and they're home every day, so they cut their lawn. When you see these really, really, really golf course type lawns, those guys cut their lawns at least minimum 3 times a week. And they're low. It's a special lawnmower. It's called a real mower. I have two, and I can't do that. I can only do what I can do, and it's just taking time. Um, the zoysia in the middle is starting to fill up. I'm not gonna kill off. If I got grass growing on my lawn, I ain't gonna kill it off. The Bermuda's trying to stay alive, but my zoysia is gonna overtake that Bermuda. It's gonna be about 3-4 years down the line, but it's gonna overtake that Bermuda. So why do I need to waste more time when I got a spot? It's just different greens. So I'm just gonna let it grow until the zoysia takes over, and it's gonna take over. It's just inevitable. You know what I mean? So that's what That's my opinion on it. That's my 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 resolve. I would say it like that. That's my resolve because I got no choice. This is all I can afford. This is all I can afford is because you know I started realizing I'm dumping too much on these credit cards, and I did it again with one card, but I needed it. Um, but I'm starting to find discount ways to keep doing what I'm doing. And if like right now, I don't need to go look for um, no more sod for a minute because I got to green the stuff I got up. I got to get that green. Once I get that green, which is about a month and a half, is going to go dormant anyway. So I got to get the roots established for this first set, and then just work with it, and then wait till next year. You know what I mean? But this some of them came and went real quick. Um, I got to start making room for the avocado, my avocado, and I gotta maybe I gotta look. I'm gonna look for a YouTube video how to prune my peach tree. I need to prune that peach tree. That's next. I want to keep it healthy. That's the main thing. I bought some fescue. I'm gonna try some fescue. It's my house is a testing ground. I had some fescue sod that is thriving in the back, so I went and got some fescue seed, threw that down yesterday. So we're gonna see how that do. You know what I mean? We're gonna see how that do. What it take? Will it take? It's gonna take, but you gotta wait. It is what it is. Um, I'm on the way back to the yard to get. I got this load to deliver, and then I'm come back to the yard, reset, Leave at the crack of freaking dawn. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Leave at the crack of dawn. Get over here and um, get this next load. Oh boy. You know, this what's the song? This is how we do it. Exactly. This is how we do it until you find something different. Um, Probably by this time next week, I will officially be a million mile driver. I'll know after this paycheck, and it'll tell me how many miles I got left. Um, and we'll you know, what do you say? We'll see. Um, what else is going on? Oh, I'm not, man. I put a bid in for another core aerator because I need the bottom pieces off of it, but I'm not going over $50. Anything above that right now is out of my budget range. Because if you look at it, it's 400-mile round trip to go get the daggone thing, and it's not feasible. So I'm gonna leave it at $50. I know I ain't gonna get it, but it, it's good. You know what I mean? I let my emotions take away. I don't need no more. But what I'm gonna do is take the parts off of it, or take the parts off of it and put it on the other one, and then sell both of them 1,500 to 2,000. You know, as a set. One as a parts, and the other one as a complete piece of equipment. It's it's professional. It works. It'll run your behind over. I'm still still getting over the scar. That thing ran me the heck over. Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. Well, the sun's coming up. I'm going to. Can't wait to get to the truck. Actually, I'm lucky. I can feel on my eyes being dry. Now that the doctor told me, now I notice it. I'm like, oh man, my freaking eyes are dry. This sucks. But oh well. Now I brought my chain to, even though I'm gonna be in the yard, and I took the key because you can't, it ain't gonna move. But just in case of these thieves, I'm gonna chain up my John Deere. I'm chained it to the trailer. But this is the way I need to do it so I can save on some gas. I can save on some gas money. So this is how we're gonna do it, and keep on going from there. As soon as I get to the yard, I'm gonna start this. We're gonna start the clock. I'm only 15 miles. I'm literally only 15 miles from the drop. So, but I'm gonna go over there. Hopefully they can get, if they can get me early. That'll be great. That would be perfect. If it's a drop and hook, that'd even be better. You know what I mean? If like I said, if it's a drop and hook, that'd even be better. But we'll see. Oh, actually, no, I got two loads I gotta pick up tomorrow. Ain't that crazy? It's Monday. Something like it's something like, I gotta check it, make sure what I gotta do. Uh, I gotta put the gas can in the back, but I just didn't want it to be flopping around Didn't want to be flopping around, but boy, these gas fumes ain't no joke. But I'm almost at the yard, so we'll be straight. Um, if this takes off, I'm gonna get that Vivor. Vivor's got a rack where I can install it to this trailer. I got a six. I got a 6x8. I got a 6x8 trailer, 6 feet wide, 8 feet long, um, utility trailer that I got for Christmas. You know, the wife bought it for me because I told her this is what I need because I bought a stand-on John Deere mower that was on fire, a 60 inch, and it fit on here. But when I got it, reality kicked in. It was way over my head. I think I could have did something with it now that I've been DIYing for me. I think I could have did something with it now, but you know, I should have tried. But it is what it is. I didn't know what I was doing at the time, and that's that's the fun part about small engine. I like watching other people, and you find out different things. And I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but now I've gotten better at figuring stuff out, especially the small engine stuff. It's working for me. Um, when you start finding your passion, enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it. Like I said, I'm part of the different groups. The gardening community, um, the healthcare. I call y'all health nuts. Um, in lawn care, in DIY, and all kind, and self help. All of these things add up to make a good person. All these things add up to make a person that is not too demented. I'm a little demented, but not too demented. you know. What the heck? Okay, let's get over. Yep, yep, yep. Oh well. All right, guys. I am going to shut this down because I know nobody wants to hear blank air, but I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to your week. Don't be stressed, be blessed. Coming up next, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Get your workout on and positive affirmation and fashion sense. After that, Eddie Lugo Studios at 7:15. He does a quick one. Go live together with Eddie Lugo Studio and Cruising is Fun at 9 o'clock, and Miss T with the T at 9:15. I will see you guys tomorrow, and thank you, Mike, my moderator, and I'm pretty sure Mr. Deacon and Associate Ministers in the house somewhere in the woods. Thank you guys for trying to end it, but I'm trying to say goodbye, but I lost signal. Didn't know it while I was driving. But now I'm gonna say it. All right, guys. You have a blessed day. See you guys tomorrow. Deuces.